Um, I think it's like alright champ, but I think champ is just clearing so slow compared to other champions. As for Jarvan, they did actually buff the Jarvan like a patch before. I would say against A mobile champs A+. Otherwise, I would say it's actually A tier. The combat prowess of this champion isn't that insane and requires some fundamentals to make it work. I would say it's very solid, but A+ in the right situation. Otherwise A. Kha'Zix, honestly up with this A. I think Kha'Zix is like good in low elos, but I think as you get higher, this champ becomes worse. I don't think it's as good anymore. Simply because, you know, if enemies grouped, it's just so hard to fight. You have to be up tempo on side lane, or it's like not team fightable, right? I still think this champ's solid, right? But I wouldn't say it's like A+ like the other champs. The other champs at least can like play team fights somewhat decently, but Kha'Zix, not it. Kindred, I think Kindred's like A+. I think this champ's quite solid. It's pretty good against most A+ champs. Pretty decent against the S tier champs, but not better than them. I think the champ's solid, but not S tier. And I would recommend to pick Kindred as well if champs are running into you, not if they can guide you. Lee Sin. Also in Korea, I think Lee Sin is A+. The Koreans listen to the Qs are so they're actually good on Lee Sin, you know. But in general, I'll just put it on A tier. Since we're the European and American audience, let's be honest here, guys. I think it's A tier, okay? That's what I don't even see this. But yeah. Get the close that ad blocker. Anyway, as for Ivern got a buff. So just to show you guys the patch notes, right? I mean, okay, everything's in Korean, so it's a bit unfortunate, but I believe it's one of those. Okay, whatever. Let's do it. We can do this. I'll show you guys the patch notes. The Ivern buff is crazy. 1.6 base free duration. I think it's like in high elos. I think it's A+. But please don't play this champion. If you play this champion, you're pedo. You know, like for real. Like I think this champ's actually solid. If you have like community support, this champ is like really fucking good. Especially like long range. I would say solid. But it's like such an interesting champion. Let's put it that way. As for Fiddlesticks, I think the Fiddlesticks is a bit under the radar right now, but I think it can be good in the right situations. Against Assassins like S tier as a counter pick, it's very good against champs like Evelynn, Kha'Zix, but overall, why would you not just play the A tier champs? I think Fiddlesticks like, you know, so I'll put it A. Also Naafiri, I think Naafiri is actually still A+. It got nerfed, but it's still very strong. I wouldn't say it's S anymore, it doesn't feel as OP, but I still think it's A+ at the very least. But this champ is still very strong. As for Neely, I think it's A tier. It's like same issue as Kha'Zix. If you're not very clean and not the right drop, it's like it's solid but not insane. This is like one trick tier. One trick tier is like A+, but it won't be S tier ever. Just A tier in general. Lulu! A tier. It's solid, but it doesn't really carry as much as you would like, right? So I'll be A tier. It's not that insane, I would say. Olaf is A tier as well. This champion is like good in the right situations. It's actually underrated. I think in some drops the champ is actually quite good, even in jungle. However, I think other champs can carry harder. As for Rammus, I think situation as well. If you play against 3 on-hit champs, sure, I think you can play like Rammus, but otherwise, I mean, I would still put it. I put B tier, man. I can't put an A tier for some reason. Rek'Sai B tier as well. I think these champs are like doesn't skill that well. It's like it kind of lost its space. Like all of these other champs are just better than Rek'Sai at the moment. Rek'Sai can be good if you get some free kills, but carry potential of this champ isn't that high, you know? As for Lilia, I think Lilia, honestly, in the right drops, is actually S tier. I'm fairly certain, because if enemy AD carry doesn't run cleanse, And this champ doesn't have many counters. Like, it's pretty decent against every single champion, you know? Because I think I could pick Lily into everything, and it's fine. As long as I have an okay draft. Like, there's not really any champ that's like hard for her, you know? So I'll put her definitely S tier. She has like no counters, I would say. Like, none of these champs. As for Nico, I think Nico is easily A tier. It's a bit underrated, but right now especially, since not many people are playing her, it's very easy for laters to like die to her, especially with passive. I'll put her A tier. Nocturne, Emerald Plus, same thing as Jarvan. Against immobile champs, A plus. Otherwise, in general, I think A tier. I think there are better champs than him. As for Sylas, C tier. Just don't push this champion in general, guys. Sejuani. Ironically, I think Sejuani is like not bad, you know, it's pretty solid. It's a very useless champion, but not really. Like, I think if you're like a melee champ, it's pretty good setup, it's good engage. It's okay, you know? It's actually not that bad, I think. The champ isn't being seen often, but I actually genuinely think this champ's okay. Shyvana A tier, don't think it's A plus, don't think it's S tier. Is it solid, but in higher elos, Emerald plus, it's alright, you know? As for Shen, I'll put Shen like B tier, I think. I haven't seen Shen often, but I don't think Shen is that insane. I guess the solo king can surprise people, but the carry potential is not that great. Zyra. I think Zyra's fucking strong. But I think I'll put her A plus though. I think why A plus? Because I feel like a lot of people, especially with low master, they will play very fast in high elo. Like, I think she came like S tier, but I feel like champs that can straight up just fight you are just stronger. And I'm a Zyra enjoyer, guys, but I think this champion, you need to play kinda clean. If you're ahead, it's fucking OP. But if you even are behind, it actually becomes not that useful. So I don't see the same carry potential on Zyra as like Gwen, Karthus, like Lilia, you know? I feel like these champs can like low-key take over the game and like completely like steam the enemy team. But Zyra, I feel like you can, but slowly, you know what I mean? You can like really tilt the opponent and it can feel super obnoxious. But these are like just straight up gonna fuck you, you know, with your head and like really run you down. So that's why I put it A plus. Skarner. Also, I haven't seen Skarner in a while. I've been permanent banning it, but the win rates and everything else not looking that great for him. So maybe I'll put him A tier finally. I haven't seen him in a while, guys, but I would say this champ, of course, with the right drops can still be very good. But his solo queue, for most Joes, A tier. Shaco A tier as well. I think the older champs are just better. It's just an okay champ, but not insane. I think Lemaukai, just B tier. Actually, no, it can be A tier, B tier. I think if the enemy team has like nothing they can block Maokai up, it's like A plus. But usually if they do have something to block, I'll put a B tier. Briar, I think B tier, high low. Zac, A plus, no brainer. This champ is actually underrated. I think this is probably the best tank jungle to get from mini. Very underrated. I think actually super strong. And in Vi, I'll put Vi A plus. Honestly, I think Vi is like. I think I'll put Vi. Vi is like A minus. In between. I'll put her A. I feel like this champ is good, but I think the older champ is better, you know, than Vi. Like Hecarim is like honestly low-key A minus as well, but I think if you're actually really good Hecarim, not the Shadow. So Viego. I think Viego is like. I think Viego is honestly, I feel like it's A tier. Of course, if it gets ahead, it can look like really 1v9s, but in general, it's actually not as good as it used to be after the 380 nerfs. It's like it's like high A, I would say, you know, but it isn't like A+. I wouldn't put it here. I think any of these other champs would clear this champ, you know. Like Velvet's pretty close up there. Like I think Diago's like high A, but like not like S tier or something. But in right drops, it can be like A+ for sure. For setup. Talia, situational, I'll just put him A tier. I think champ is just worse than other champs. It can be good against a lot of dashes. It's easily S tier in those cases, but usually A tier. Since I'm A+ actually. I think this champ is like an NPC champion, but I do think that it's really strong in team fights. And especially if the enemy team is melee champs, they have to kind of commit onto you. Since I was like pretty good with front to back, I think it's A+. Udyr is just an ok champ, but doesn't do that much. Rengar is, I would say, I think A tier. I think it's like OTP tier, right? I think it can be A+ in higher elos, but I think for most people it's like A tier, you know? Emerald plus. In lower elo it becomes C, but like, it's like A tier. As for Pantheon, I'll put him A tier. It's like solid, but not like wowzers, you know? I feel like the other champs are just better. Mundo. Actually, Mundo's like a question mark. I think against champs like Jhin, Zoe, just in general, low DPS champions, I would put him like S tier. But in general, I think he's just a very solid champion. I'll put him like A tier. Because he can be quite beefy, front to back, it can be like good, you know? Wukong, A tier, is like solid, but the clears is meh. And the solo queue games are quite fast paced, so that's why I put him in A tier instead of A+. And as for Yorick, honestly, Yorick is like this champ with crazy amount. Crazy amount. I wonder if the winner changed, but I think I haven't seen this champion that much, honestly. So it's pretty hard for me to tell how good this champion is. So, also, this one actually, I don't know exactly, honestly, right? But it should be pretty decent. Yorick. I'll put him A tier. Like, I don't know tier, right? But like, I think he should be like A tier in my books. As for Echo, A tier, the champ is like whatever. It's like okay, but it's like not great, not bad, you know. As for Kiana, honestly, I played against a Queen Kiana. I played Lilia. I was like, damn. I had it like B or C tier before, but I might have moved up, guys. I'll put it like middle A tier. I think middle A tier is this. This is like an OTP tier, you know? Like, I think with a really good Kiana, it can be quite obnoxious. I think it could be A+ if you like really good Kiana, but I think it's like A tier for most Joes. Volibear A tier, it got buffed by the 80 version. I think this champ is okay, but not like that insane. It's really good if you're playing as melee champs though, that, you know, because you're pissed with, but in general, you get kited a bit. Warwick, B tier, Master Yi. I'll put mostly like a little bit high A. I feel like this champ, if it gets ahead, it can be quite obnoxious, but it's just drop dependent, right? As for Evelyn, B tier, dog shit. Z, B tier, I guess. B or C. Timo, I'll keep it there. Talon, A, it's like not great, not bad. If we cast Danza, Z tier, but for most Talon players, it's easily just A tier, not more. Poppy, counterpick, if you play against like champs that you don't dash in, you want to peel, it's like A tier, A+ tier easily, but in general, A tier. For some team. Kane's all A tier. Jax. I would say situational, but I'll put it A tier, like, okay champ. Timo is Weasel. But that's essentially my tier list though. For like Emerald plus Elo. Even Platinum can still count a bit, but I think these champs are like probably the best. Yeah, I think so. So this is the tier list for, yeah, Emerald plus Elo basically. And yeah, that's it. Maybe I'm missing Trundle, but... The Trundle would be like B tier, guys, just so you guys know. And that's my tier list for like, this new patch called 15.25.7. And, yep. And these are basically changed, right? But yeah. And that's my tier list. Any questions? And yeah. But Zed, oh yeah, Zed got buffed, right? That's true. Grid is still broken, it's inertia. Yeah, I'll open my chat. Hold on. I do think that's the last game though. I don't think I'm playing more lats, just so you guys know. My eyes are a bit tired, I think it's better to like, you know? This is higher to this. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the spear is still very strong, but I would say like not strong in other champs. Try not start stream SN again, that's true, yeah. That's kind of funny, I did that. What champ would you recommend in Golden Games? I think Lilia is the best for this one, by the way. I feel like out of all the champs, I feel like Lilia I can do the best with. I think Lilia is a nice OTP, yeah. But Hayden, how far are you with the course though? Are you done yet? And just make sure to focus on a few things at once, just so you know. But,